stick it on the rail and then push it down, and then it snaps on the rail. It contacts the DIN rail on both sides, so the secure contact is guaranteed very quickly and very simple. Similar like mounting the wires is very simple, also mounting the earth terminal blocks is very easy and very simple. So that's one thing. Another thing is that maybe is a little bit strange for people that never work with push-in terminal blocks before. The entry is on the top. That means all the wires come in from the top because that's where the connection is. If you are used to screw terminal blocks, then the cable comes from the side. So maybe you think, well, it looks a little bit messy if you have cable entry from the top. Well, yeah, it's not completely true. If you see a cabinet over here, then normally you know that an assembly like this is somewhere in the lowest level of the switchgear cabinet or in the top level. On the other hand, sometimes it's difficult with side entry to see where the wire comes or where it is, in which position. And when you need to do some maintenance and service, then top entry is very interesting because no matter what the position of the assembly is within your switchgear cabinet, it's always very clear where is my wire. And I always have a very clear view where the wire goes into the terminal block. So from a maintenance point of view and from an optical point of view, it's very good that the wires come in from the top. So it's a big benefit. Maybe you got to get used to it a little bit. Side entry looks different. Now we talk about top entry, but yeah, again, from an optical and from a maintenance point of view, it gives you big benefits. Like I said, flexible wire, width for rule, types of crimping that you need to use. Question we sometimes get, which kind of crimping? Well, in general, our push-in terminal block accepts any kind of crimping, no matter. The most popular one is trapezium or square, but if you have any other type of crimping, it can also be used in combination with our push-in terminal blocks. So from that point of view, it does not really matter. When we talk about bridging, I have another nice assembly over here. Let me show you this one. These sample plates for your information. If you need them, ask the colleagues from Demesne. They are available, no problem at all. We would be happy to send them out. We have two per feed-through terminal, two potential distribution channels. And in these channels, you can very simple take a bridge. Sorry, I have to do it in front of the camera. Take a bridge like this. And push it inside like that. This is a 2-pole one. We go from 2-pole, 3-pole, 4-pole up to 10 poles and a 20-pole one. Of course, the bigger ones can be cut with a simple side cutter, and you can be shortened on the length that you wish for your application. We can also skip poles, let me say like that, if you want to bridge terminal 1 to terminal 3. Very easy to break out single poles. So from that point of view, PRK is a very user-friendly and easy system to use. Measurement and testing, also a very important topic when we talk about terminal blocks. Back to the cabinet again. This is a small one, but normally you have a big switchgear cabinet, and all the signals from the field, but also the signals from within the cabinet, they come together on this assembly. So a lot of measurement and testing is done on top of the assembly, and that's the reason why we provide. I will take a bigger terminal block. On every terminal we have a little round hole, and this little round hole is meant to put test adapters inside. So any terminal block, small, triple deck, double deck, single deck, on every level, when we talk about multi-deck terminal blocks, you will find a position to put a test probe like this one and connect it with your multimeter. So testing also can be done very easily and quickly on top of our push-in terminal blocks. One other topic, the latest release within our product portfolio of push-in terminal blocks is our PRK 1.5. It's a terminal block with the dimensions of only 3.5 millimeter. So you see it on the assembly. This is 6 square, this is 2.5, and this is 1.5. On a very small surface, I can create a lot of connection points on a size of only 3.5 millimeters. So if you're building cabinets with a lot of proximity switches and sensors, they often come with very small wires. Then you don't need a 2.5. Then we offer also now our very compact PRK 1.5 out of our P series, the push-in terminals. So very nice, interesting terminal if you work with very small wires. Finally, of course, like I said, multi-level terminal block. The nice thing about our multi-level terminal blocks, I have a triple level here, but it's the same story with the double deck, double level. This is a normal one, but we also have them color coded. I hope you can see it. With color coded, we mean that we give an identification per level. This one, the top level is blue for the neutral connection. The middle has no color, standard gray for the phase feed through. And the lowest level is green yellow because this is the ground connection. So color coded terminal blocks, very interesting. And this is one example. For sure we have any color coded terminal block available for your application. Multi-deck terminal blocks. One last thing I want to show you. We have labeling adapters because on the multi-deck terminal block, sometimes the labeling on the single levels maybe not so good to see. That's the reason why we have labeling adapters like these. You can put additional labeling on top of the adapter, just push it in the terminal block itself, and then you have additional attention for your labeling, or just as a group labeling shield to identify a certain group of terminal blocks within your switchgear cabinet. This one is for the double deck. We also have it available for the triple deck. These are our push-in terminal blocks. I hope you were interested. If you need a sample plate, please ask your colleagues from Demesne. But this is all smart wiring inside of the cabinet. The question is, how does the wire get into the cabinet? And therefore, my colleague Ralph Biegeman has something interesting to show you. Ralph Biegeman, take it away. The podium is yours.
Hello, everybody. Hi. I'm not sure. I hope I'm on the big screen now for you, and it takes over. So I will show you the newest addition to our cable entry system, CONTA-CLIP. I do a bit old school. I show it to you like this. I don't have to start the foil. So this is the newest addition. It's the CONTA-I. Why it's called I? We say for us it's inverted. Why that? I will show it in a few seconds. Problem, just to start you in, the problem, yeah, how you get a cable inside your cabinet is a cable gland. And if you have a cable that's already fitted with a conductor, not with a conductor, with a connector, like this is like an M12 connector, you have a small problem with the cable gland because you have the cable gland and the connector and you don't get it through. So you buy ready-made cables and you can't get it through a cable gland. Second problem, I demonstrated with the open end. You put it inside the cable gland, try to close the cable gland if the hole is big enough, and yeah, connector comes out because I cannot turn the cable gland down wide enough. There are, of course, special adapters to do that, but that's a thing we do with our cable management system. We make it able for you to get ready-made cables that are widely available in the market easily into the cabinet. And what you want to have a waterproof cabinet, maybe if it's on the outside. You want to have a dustproof cabinet. A lot of money is spent by people cleaning cabinets. I know from automotive factories, things like that, they have teams coming in cleaning cabinets. They have to stop working for a day. The cabinet is cleaned with water inside, it's dried, and 2 days later they start it up again. So that's one reason to have a very good tight insert for cables to not allow any dust or anything coming into the cabinet. So what you also want, you don't want a complicated system. The system should be easy. It should be like Patrick always says, like Lego. It should be like this. It should be easy for you to mount. It should be easy to understand. And one big thing, it should be very easy. Very easy to make a fault. No, the other way around. It should be very easy to not make a fault. So if you have to like turn like seals or anything the right way around or things like that, it's not very good. Somebody misses it. It's not going to be tight. It's not going to be water resistant. So that's one thing we think we've done with our system, CONTA-CLIP, to have a very easy system, easy to assemble, easy to understand, and very easy not to make faults with it. I will just show you some features with the main edition. Of course, the focus now is on our new part. It's called CONTA-I inverted. I will turn around this cabinet. So the CONTA-I system, we have a mount frame on the cabinet. I hope you can see it. Then the idea is that we have the seals sealing the wires, and we can mount anything from the inside. So from the back side of the frame, I can mount the seals and the parts. And the new system, we say it's an inverted system. So we turn around our normal parts. I turn around the cabinet, put it in the middle. So we turn around the system. So the idea is now we have a new frame, still a single frame. It's easy to mount. You mount it on the cabinet. You have, after that, you have your hands free. With other systems, sometimes you have split frames, things like that. You mount all the parts on the frames, and then you have the frame in your hand. And imagine with 10 cables coming out of this frame, I have to put it together. I have to mount it here. You mount the frame on the cabinet, hands free, finished. Next step. Next step is, of course, in general, to put the wires. I only have a small wire here. You put the wires through the frame, through the input of the cabinet, and you want to get it inside. So you have the ready-made connector. You can push the connector through the hole. To do that, in the frame, I hope it's good to see. We have we can divide the frame with a special part called inlay. So this inlay, actually, you put it inside the frame. The idea is you put the cables through first. I have one here with a bigger connector. So this connector will not fit to the small hole. So you can put it through. And then with the system now, you can put in the inlay and divide the frame into the smaller part. That will then fit our seals, our sealing elements. I have to do this back now because that's the idea of the system. What happens with the seals? We have these sealing elements, and they are easy, but they have some special features. You can see a lot of, I don't know the English word, fish-like teams where fish breathe through. This is all sealing levels on the outside. The same is on the inside. So the seal is split, and on the inside, I hope you can see it, there are some splits. And also the cut of the seal is a wave cut, because what we want to do, this is the outside or this is the outside. We don't want to have any water coming through. So if it's a labyrinth, let's say it, for the water, it's easier. So what you do, you measure your cable, put the cable through the cabinet, takes a seal, puts the right seal size around it. And now with this inverted system, I said we could use it from the inside, but now the inverted frame is done all from the outside. So I can just take the seal after I put in the inlays and all the other stuff, push it in. It's a bit hard, of course, sometimes, because we need tightness. We need, in a cable gland, you turn the cable gland, you get your tightness with that. We do the tightness over the seal. I take another one and show you. So the seals, they are all made in a conic way. So this is a smaller side of the seal, and this is a bigger side, and it can only be inserted one way inside the frame. I will show it. Just makes a diversion. So this seal, conic, smaller side, new system from the outside, will only fit into the frame this way. You cannot, I take the other one, take another seal. We have 120 different seal sizes for different cable sizes. If I put it in the wrong way, it will not work. There's no chance. So I cannot make a mistake. Also, it doesn't matter in which way around it's turned, just conic side, push to the inside with the other system, other way around. Okay, so now I've mounted this, I've mounted the seals, I've mounted the inlays in the cabinet. We have made a special tool, especially in green color, of course, for you guys in Ireland. So we have made a special tool. That tool gives me more strength and more power. Looks like a small microphone. So I can push this in until it stops in the cabinet. Because of its conic, I cannot push it in too far. It's not happening. There's a wire, there's a seal. Everything is brought together in a special way, so it will work without just push it in like a push-in terminal block, push it into the frame. Okay, what happens now? Okay, you can say, okay, sometimes I have a lot of pull on the cable. I have this already mounted. I try to pull it. There's nothing inside here, so it's not hold. But yeah, sometimes maybe if it's all from the outside, the pull comes from the outside. So what we want to do, we want to have a special cap for it. So we have a cap that will click onto the frame. This is a two-piece part cap. And if I hold it, hopefully this way, you can see both pieces are the same. The cap, this is still a prototype cap, so it doesn't have it inside. The cap has additional sealing elements, has an additional TPE seal around here and around the sides to also higher up even the waterproofness and the proofness level. So what you do, the idea is you have the double cap, because the cables are not like mine here. The cables will be long and go to the machine or somewhere. So you can take the double-sided cap, put it together around the cables, and it clicks together. And then you take this, for me now it's a bit easier, and this clicks to the frame. You can hear clicking. Again, KDS click. Now we have a clicking cap also. This clicks to the frame, and this is a bit smaller than all the outputs. So this will actually already stop the seals from pulling. And in addition, on here, we have the extra sealing services. There is a video of this available. I want to show it later on, but because of the time, I will stop it. It's on YouTube already. You can go on the Contaclip channel and see it. So this is what's happening. This is very easy. And now it's sealed tight, IP66, that's watertight. You take a hose it down. What happens now? Yeah, your finished installation is good. But what happens with other systems? You put some screws in it, everything is screw tight. Now you have the problem. Somebody breaks this cable. You want to exchange it. With this system, it's easy. You can open this lid. You have to unlock it first at the top, at the bottom. It slides away. Very easy to remove. As long as you haven't opened it, there are some, I don't think you can see it. There are some very big sealing parts in here, and they really attach to the frame. So now it's open. I can, if it's a smaller cable like this, I can like push out only the one connection. Yeah, maybe use a tool. Very easy, fast. Push this out. Does it work? Not so easy, fast. Here. Come on. And maybe I put on the new one. And I can exchange the wire for you. I'll show you here. So this is easy to put in, and then yeah, maybe not so easy to put out, but you have to have a tight connection. You can exchange the wire. You have one hole. If the hole is small enough for your smaller wire, it's fast. You can just put it through with the connector. If you need a bigger hole, you remove the inlay again, put the bigger part through here, and then put in the inlay, reassemble it. But everything is done when the frame is still here. Last again, push in everything back, mount the lid, you're done. You don't need a screw, you don't need a screwdriver or anything, you don't have to remount anything. Yeah, I think I'm through most of it. As I said, newest edition. Everything now works from the outside. The older edition, we put in the seals from the inside of the cabinet. So for us, this is like an extra add-on for you. If you have a smaller housing that doesn't give any space to you inside, so you're not able to do all this from the inside, you can now do it from the outside. Yeah, I think this closes it. I try to be not too fast, so we can maybe gain again 5 minutes. Thank you very much for your attention, everybody. Thank you, Patrick. If you have any questions, we'll be on in the chat room later on, yep. or now we will go there. And then just come to us, or the guys from Demesne. Thank you for organizing all of this. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Patrick.